between the house renovations and all the other goings on, I still have to do some paint gigs as well. I've just got to make an armature so that I can turn a blank to make a mold. So yeah, making armatures is a very important part of any sculpture project, and so many people just neglect it, and then they panic when the sculpture or the piece starts sagging or falling apart. So yeah, let's get going. I've got to do a little bit of welding and cutting, and then we'll get going on some clay work. Okay, now that I've welded on these little stubs, this out of the way. So I've welded on just little stubs onto this bar. I'm just going to run some wire around it just to give the clay extra place to grip on this bar. Okay, and let's just see, there it is. The top of this will go into the drill press, and then the bottom I will just anchor in a block. Okay, I'm just wedging up some clay to use for that. This is all clay that's been collected from various sculpture projects, so it's not suitable for ceramics, but or to be fired, but to make blanks to then make a mold of, that's perfect. Because obviously there's little bits of plaster and bits of newspaper and various contaminants in here, and that is not what you want if you are going to fire the clay. Okay, now I'll just start packing this and actually squeezing it really nicely into the wire, so that one gets the clay to anchor really well onto the armature. Now when you do make an armature, just smooth off the ends of your metal. Don't leave anything sharp. I learned the hard way, because sometimes you'll be working on a piece and inevitably the armature sometimes wants to poke through, and you end up with a really painful cut. Okay, I've got the clay packed around here. I do want it to set and just get a little bit harder, as it's quite soft at the moment, but I'm just going to trim some of the excess off before I leave it to dry. Okay, I ended up making myself a tool rest so that I can actually rest this tool against this, and it just gives me a lot more control. Okay, this has dried out a little bit. It's not quite leather hard, but I've managed to smooth this thing out really nicely. I've also just bolted up the top and the bottom, and now I'm just going to measure out and mark the dimensions of this piece before I start turning the whole thing. Actually, what I need to do first is just to smooth out, cut the top and the bottom. Now, it's very important that one keeps in mind that when slip casting, pieces generally shrink about 10%, so one needs to allow for that shrinkage when sizing up these pieces. Okay, I've let this dry out, and now I'm just going to turn down this area. it should actually go quite quickly now. Okay, we're nearly done. I just want to refine that area a little bit, and then I'm just going to smooth the whole thing out, and then we're ready to make the mold. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I'll do the mold making video in the next, or the mold making process in the next one. I'll be doing a 2-piece plaster Paris mold that they're going to be using for ceramic slip casting. I find this a great way to do prototyping. It's accurate, it's relatively quick, and also the nice thing is that it's made out of clay, so you are making a mold off the same material that the copies are going to be cast off. So doing a 2-piece mold of this is just so much easier, because when you demold, it doesn't crack the seam line, as would be the danger with a already fired piece or a wooden blank or something like that. I hope you found this useful. And please, as always, remember to hit that subscribe button down the bottom. Come on, what you waiting for? Hit it now. And yeah, I'll see you on the video. Have a great day. Cheerio.